Marhaba ya jama'a and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to learn how to conjugate the verb to say, el, in Arabic in the Levantine dialect. We'll learn the past, present, future, and imperative forms as well as negation. Stick around until the end for some example sentences as well. Before we continue, I want to point out that in some Levantine dialects, especially urban ones, the letter qaf is pronounced as a hamza sound or glottal stop. This is why we pronounce this verb as el, even though it begins with the letter qaf. The letter qaf is pronounced in standard Arabic in some rural Levantine dialects, in which case the verb would be pronounced qal. While today we're going to focus on how to conjugate the verb el, which means to say or to tell, I also want to note that there is another verb that is very commonly used in Levantine Arabic, which is haka. Haka is a closely related verb and can sometimes be used interchangeably with el. However, there are some subtle differences that we will briefly go over. If you'd like to go straight to the conjugation of el, use the chapters to skip ahead. In Levantine Arabic, el and haka both mean to say or to tell. While they can often be used interchangeably, it'll take some experience to distinguish which scenarios they cannot be interchanged in. From a high level, you can think of el as being used for direct quotes or when emphasizing what was said. Haka is used for casual conversations, storytelling, or discussing something broadly. El means to say or to tell, while haka can mean to speak, to say, or to tell. Let's dive a little deeper. We'll start with el. El is used both in Levantine Arabic and in formal speech in MSA, which makes it a versatile verb to use when conversing with people with different dialects. It can be used to describe that someone said something, and it can also be used in a symbolic sense, such as when we are personifying something speaking, such as the instructions say or the saying goes. So here are some scenarios where we can use el but not haka. The first one is the instructions say. Number 2 is it says here. Number 3 is the saying says. Those are just a few examples. Now moving on to haka, this is a distinctive verb used in the Levant region. It is used in everyday casual conversation. Let's look at some scenarios where we can use haka but not el. Number 1, I spoke with him. Number 2, I'm speaking with her. Number 3, what is he talking about? Number 4, it can be used to relay that you speak a certain language. For instance, I speak Arabic. And number 5, it can also be used to mean call me on the phone or I'm speaking on the phone. So those were a few examples of their differences, and here are some examples where both el and haka can be used interchangeably. Number 1 is tell me about her. Number 2, tell me about school. Number 3, he told me I can't go. Number 4, what is he saying? So in summary, el has more restricted usage. However, it is more widely used and understood across different Arabic dialects. On the other hand, haka is a more versatile verb as it can be used in more scenarios. However, its usage is restricted to the Levant area of the Arabic-speaking world. With that said, let's jump into conjugating the verb el. Let's start off with the present tense form. I say. You can either say أنا بقول or you can just say بقول. We can drop the pronoun أنا, which means I, because the conjugated form of the verb includes information about the person, which is the gender and the number. So it is much more common to drop the pronoun and just say بقول. But if you want to emphasize that you said it, you can also say أنا بقول. You say masculine form بتقول. بتقول. You say feminine form بتقولي. بتقولي. He says بيقول. بيقول. She says بتقول. بتقول. We say بنقول. بنقول. You say plural form بتقولوا. بتقولوا. They say بيقولوا. بيقولوا. And that's how you conjugate the verb el in the present tense. Let's do a quick recap. بقول، بتقول، بتقولي، بقول، بتقول، بنقول، بتقولوا، بيقولوا. Now we're moving on to the future tense. The future tense is a combination of two words. The first word is will, which is pronounced rah. This word stays the same regardless of the person. The second word is the conjugated form of the verb el. Many of the future tense conjugations of the verb are similar to the present tense conjugation. However, there are a few slight differences. First, we remove the letter be from the beginning of each of the conjugated forms. Other than that, the only difference is in the initial letter for I will speak, he will speak, and they will speak. Let's take a look at the conjugations. Once again, we can drop the pronoun in front of the verb because the verb already includes information about the person. I will say is rah أقول. When it's said faster, the pronunciation sounds a little bit different. رح أقول. رح أقول. You will say masculine form. راح تقول. راح تقول. You will say feminine version. راح تقولي. راح تقولي. He will say راح يقول. راح يقول. She will say راح تقول. راح تقول. We will say راح نقول. راح نقول. You will say plural form. راح تقولوا. راح تقولوا. They will say راح يقولوا. راح يقولوا. And there you have it. Those are all the future tense forms. Let's repeat them all one last time. راح أقول. راح تقول. راح تقولي. راح يقول. راح تقول. راح نقول. راح تقولوا. راح يقولوا. Moving on to the past tense. I said. قلت. قلت. You said masculine version. قلت. This is the same as the first person past tense form. قلت. You said feminine form. قلتي. قلتي. He said قال. قال. She said قالت. قالت. We said قلنا. قلنا. You said plural form. قلتوا. قلتوا. They said قالوا. قالوا. And those are all the past tense forms. Let's repeat them once more. قلت. قلت. قلتي. قال. قالت. قلنا. قلتوا. قالوا. Now we're going to learn negation. To negate, we have two words. The first word is ma, which can mean don't, doesn't, didn't, won't, etc. Ma is a negation word. Then the second word is the conjugated form of the verb in the present, future, or past tense. So let's see a present tense negation example. The first word is ma, which is the negation word. Here it means don't. Then we have the conjugated form of they say, which is بيقولوا. So to say they don't say, we would say ما بيقولوا. ما بيقولوا. Here's a future tense negation example. I won't say or I'm not going to say. Again, the first word is ما, which is the negator. In this case, it means not or won't. And then we have the conjugated form of the verb. I will say or I'm going to say. راح أقول. So putting all that together, we have ما راح أقول. ما راح أقول. And here is a past tense negation example. He didn't say. ما قال. ما قال. Now we'll quickly go over all the forms of negation for all the tenses, starting with the present tense. I don't say. ما بقول. You don't say, masculine version. ما بتقول. You don't say, feminine version. ما بتقولي. He doesn't say. ما بيقول. She doesn't say. ما بتقول. We don't say. ما بنقول. You don't say, plural form. ما بتقولوا. They don't say. ما بيقولوا. Moving on to the negation in the future tense. I won't say. ما راح أقول. You won't say, masculine form. ما راح تقول. You won't say, feminine form. ما راح تقولي. He won't say. ما راح يقول. She won't say. ما راح تقول. We won't say. ما راح نقول. You won't say, plural form. ما راح تقولوا. They won't say. ما راح يقولوا. Next we have the past tense negation. I didn't say. ما قلت. You didn't say, masculine form. ما قلت. You didn't say, feminine form. ما قلتي. He didn't say. ما قال. She didn't say. ما قالت. We didn't say. ما قلنا. You didn't say, plural form. ما قلتوا. They didn't say. ما قالوا. Amazing. So we just learned the present, future, and past tense of el, as well as how to negate them. Now we're going to move on to the imperative form, and we're also going to discuss how to negate the imperative form. So let's get started. So here's how to give the command say. The singular masculine form is ul. Ul. The singular feminine form is uli. Uli. The plural form is ulu. Ulu. Now for the negation, we're going to add the negator word me, and we're also going to add the prefix letter te to the conjugated form. So if you want to say don't say, the singular masculine form is mat'ul. Mat'ul. The singular feminine form of don't say is mat'uli. Mat'uli. And the plural form of don't say is mat'ulu. Mat'ulu. So here's a closer look at the imperative form negation. We have two words. The first one is the negator, me, which in this case means don't. And then we have the verb, which we form by attaching the prefix letter te with the conjugated imperative form. With our newfound knowledge, let's look at some example sentences using the verb el. The saying goes, or the saying says. المثل بيقول. المثل means the saying, and بيقول means says, and in this case it alludes to the meaning goes. المثل بيقول. Tell me what's wrong, addressed to a female. قوليلي شو في. قوليلي means tell me. Here, the feminine imperative form قولي is attached with the suffix li to mean tell me. شو في literally translates to what is there, but the meaning behind it is what's wrong. قوليلي شو في. Say what you want, addressed to a male. قول شو بدك. قول means say, شو means what, and بدك means you want. قول شو بدك. She told me about him. قالت لي عنه. قالت لي means she told me. قالت لي is a combination of the conjugated form قالت, which means she told, and li is the suffix which gives the word the meaning she told me. عنه means about him. قالت لي عنه. What will you say? Addressed to a group of people. شو راح تقولوا? شو means what, and راح تقولوا means will you say. شو راح تقولوا? They don't say the truth. ما بيقولوا الحقيقة. ما بيقولوا means they don't say. الحقيقة means the truth. ما بيقولوا الحقيقة. Don't tell me what to do. Addressed to a female. ما تقوليلي شو أعمل. ما تقوليلي means don't tell me. شو means what, and أعمل means I do. ما تقوليلي شو أعمل. They didn't say anything. ما قالوا شي. ما قالوا means they didn't say. She means something, but in this context you can think of it more as meaning anything. ما قالوا شي. I won't tell anybody. ما راح أقول لحدا. ما راح أقول means I won't tell. لحدا means anybody. ما راح أقول لحدا. And there you have it. You just learned all about the verb to say in Levantine Arabic, which is el. You learned the present tense, the future tense, the past tense, how to negate all those forms, and then also the imperative form and how to negate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for weekly content, and I'll see you in the next video. مع السلامة.